and we're up to Tess. Yesterday we discussed the machlokes between the Tzaddik and the Divin Nehemiah over the din that he brings over here in the Mechiras Chometz. That according to the Tzaddik, the Chiyuv B'dika is on places where you will be yours on Pesach.
You have access to it.
If it's not going to be yours on Pesach, then there's no Chiyuv B'dika. Because over here, like we read a halach over here, something which is strange. It's not we don't do it, but in Vav it says Hachadorim Shemaychon V'Avdik Achavim Im HaChometz Ki V'Sheim Maychon Ad L'Mocha Im Kein Chalalav B'Raylam Chiyuv B'dika V'Chayav V'Botkom, which means to say that if you have, let's say, a room in your house where you store away all your chometz, close the door, and
Does it make a difference if you plan to walk into that room during Pesach or not?
I'll soon get to that moment.
That's important to know that.
Well, and as I explained yesterday, that when the Rav sells the chometz to the guy, so he makes up with the guy that not only is he selling him the chometz, but he's renting him
The space.
the places where the chometz are. The Mel says he's renting that room. The question is, does that room need bedika? So according to the Mechiras Chometz, it needs bedika because it's your property. But that was a tshuva. It's printed in the back of the Shulchan Aruch, where the Divin Nehemiah, who was a chassid of the Alter Rebbe, of the Mittler Rebbe, and very close also with the Tzaddik.
He made Ashlam to Shechna.
He made Ashramas, and he wrote this thing also that is kumpe mais that you have to make bedika, and then Tzaddik disagreed with him. Tzaddik said the Chiyuv B'dika is on property that's going to be yours during Pesach. And this is not your property, so you don't have to be by the chometz.
Because the question technically is, are you renting him the room?
Now, 1 second. Being that you raised the question, so let me just explain something. B'derech Chal, there's in the Alter Rebbe Shulchan Aruch, there's a shtar mechida to make with the guy. In other words, the shtar, when you come to the Rav to sell the chometz, so you're making what's called a shtar hashor. Shtar hashor means that you're authorizing him to represent you to sell your chometz. The guy is buying the chometz, so you have to make a shtar mechida. So it's basic. The nusach is there, basically the Alter Rebbe's nusach, and the Zalman Shimon, I didn't bring it here to show, but I think I once showed it already. That when you go into the store and you buy something, and they have the big roll that they pull up a piece of paper to wrap it in. So his wife says he Mr. went to a store to get a piece of such paper, and he used that as the paper on which to write
The star.
the shtar. It's a big. I have it home. It's a big shtar.
It's
handwritten.
wrapping paper.
Like wrapping paper, yeah.
The brown paper.
So, but he didn't allow me. I used to sit by Mechiras Chometz, and I was the interpreter between him and the guy, and he didn't allow me to make any changes in the shtar. So there was a few things that we used to make up with the guy, and on my shtar that I have, in the shtar mechida that I have, so I have notes on the bottom to make up with the guy certain conditions. One of the conditions is that the guy is giving it a shus that if someone has to come in temporary, let's say to get the mail or what, to come into his property. That's one of the conditions. I mean, I was saying that in answer to...
No, that's in a situation where you sold the whole house, let's say.
Makes no difference, the house or a room.
Or a room. So you
Or
give
room.
permission to go into that room.
Yeah. So we make up with the guy. We make up with the guy that people may have to come in. So
they're not going to touch your chometz, but they can touch other things in the room.
Yeah, they have your permission
To go into
if they have to come in. Another one of the things that we make up with him, if I remember correctly, is also a kinyan chalipim. By the selling of the chometz to the guy, there's a lot of kinyanim that we make. And Lomashal, one of the kinyanim that we make is that we make a kinyan meshicha. The chometz is a movable item. A movable item, the way to be kind is with meshicha. The question is, you're going to bring all the chometz over here, and the guy is going to pick it up and take it there. It doesn't make sense. So the way to do it is that you give him a key, and the key gives him access to the chometz. Al kinyan meshicha. That with this key, he's already taking the chometz. Okay, that's another. There's a shayla. There's a shayla, but if chalipim helps by a guy. But we do make a kinyan chalipim with the guy.
Anyway,
even though it's not written in the shtar. Ramasha, usually you ask the guy, by any chance you have a knife with you? Because usually which guy doesn't carry a knife with him? So he gives you the knife, and you exchange. You had a kinyan chalipim. So that's not written. The kinyan chalipim is not written in the shtar because there was a shayla if chalipim helped by a guy. So we do it about peh. Another thing that we do about peh is that years ago we had a Balbose and Shul, Yosef Karp. Yosef Karp came from a city called Barbados. And it seems like that many years ago, maybe already about 60 years ago, he went on Mechiras to Barbados. And there in Barbados, there was a small Yiddish community. And there was a Yid over there by the name Leibel Speisman. Turns out that this Leibel Speisman was a Polish Yid who learned in Polish yeshivas before the war, and he managed to save himself before the war. He came to Barbados. So my brother had a minig, so he does it, that the places where he went for Mechiras, he would send later shtar mechira for Mechiras Chometz. And even though there was places where Pesach started earlier, because he traveled a lot all over, but Rabbi Harlech Olah Sholem used to make a special mechira on the day before Pesach to accommodate those shtar mechiras.
So before Pesach.
Yeah,
it's a major thing. I never heard about that.
What?
Day before Pesach.
He made it a day early to
help
those
day
people.
Earlier for those Yidden in Europe, where Pesach starts a day earlier. There is a question. There is a question by Mechiras Chometz. Does it go according to
where you
the owner or the Chometz? So there's different opinions about it, but if you study the shtar, the Rebbe, his minig was,
he sold it here,
and this is not a Rebbe, is based on how that they would sell the chometz to the guy, to the Rav.
Yeah.
And it became the Rav's chometz, and the Rebbe would sell the chometz the night of Bedikas chometz. Before he went home to be by the chometz, the Shmuel Witten would. Other Rabbanim also, but in my days was the Shmuel Witten used to come into him, and he had a whole handwritten shtar, and he put in addresses where he has chometz. And one of the addresses that he
And
put
it's
in
Israel.
was Australia.
Oh, that's right, also.
So from them, had an indication that the Rebbe holds that it goes according to the individual, not
When
according
the
to where the
Yisrael
chometz is.
Chometz comes on him.
Because in Australia,
Could be
Pesach starts already
beforehand.
much earlier. So
They tell the story that one year the Rebbe.
so my brother sent a shot to this city in Barbados and to this is Speisman, and Speisman sent them back a note, and the note was, "Was macht sich narrisch? Da esst man Chometz und Pesach." Yeah. My brother's from Mechiras Chometz, he sent it into the Rebbe, and the Rebbe said that they should talk to Rabbanim about it. So at that time there was a lot of Rabbanim that were pulping sich, and there was Rabbi Pekarsky was one of them. There was a Rabbi Telushkin was one of them. I don't remember right now all the, but quite a number of Rabbanim. There was like a pulpit what to do, and the Rebbe came up with a simple solution. The Rebbe's solution was, number one, that you should sell the chometz regardless. Why should you sell it regardless? Because the Rebbe said that not everybody agrees that if you sold the chometz and then you use it, it's bottled the mechira.
Right.
So it's nikiraya that opinion is the opinion that we follow, and there's a purpose in selling the chometz. Then the Rebbe said that you should make up with the goy. That told the goy the following: look, we're selling you all this chometz here. We don't know really how much it's all value. It's, but when the time will come, we will take an inventory and we'll make all the value. So supposing, let's say, that the inventory will show that all the chometz is worth $1,000. So you're buying it, you'll be responsible to pay $1,000. However,
Could be.
if someone will use this chometz or will sell this chometz, so it should not affect the sale. And second of all, it'll be deducted from the amount that you owe. So you, in the end, only owe us, let's say, $900. So that's also a thing that we make up with the guy, and I have it as a footnote on the star, and it's one of
That
the
way,
things.
a whole yontif, you're not over by your own, by your mouth, it's a good stuck on yours. And if you stole from the guy a little chometz, so that is all that you stole from him. And the guy doesn't lose because we're going to give him back the money anyway.
We also make up the fourth thing that we make up with the guy is that there are people that are not just selling the chometz, but they're selling you the whole business. So in case, and I give an example of nursing homes. Mm-hmm. So in case there's people that have businesses where they'll be dealing over there with chometz, included in the sale is this whole business. So that way it
you
covers
don't lose any money in there.
all the things.
So then who runs this business? Then someone else runs it. He sells the guy the business and the guy runs the business.
It's his business, don't ask no questions. Okay. So let's just learn.
Das ist aber nur, die was haben gelebt in Plätze, wo sie früher. Nicht verkauft, die Chometz, die was gelebt haben, Gomri hat nicht verkauft. Gemacht eine spezielle Mechira für die Menschen, die sind in einer Stadt, wo es kommt ein Jontif, 6 Jahre früher, und sie können kommen, und das kommen, also sie haben 6 Jahre, haben sie Chometz.
I have
Da ist schon noch gesagt, der Eib der Chiyuv.
Eber darf einmachen, Bdikes Chometz. Die Verhalter sein, einfach kann noch nicht verkaufen die Chometz, weil die Chometz ist schon nicht seine, wenn redet. Es fällt der Chiyuv Bdike.
Wie hat er das getan?
Nee, so, da habe ich gefragt. Da habe ich nicht mehr, da steht das nicht. Sie wo steht das.
I have also one more thing that I do. Is today a young man came over to me and showed in the morning. Yeah, he says, I'll come into you like every year to sell the hummus. I said, where are you going to be for Pesach? He's going to be in Italy for Pesach.
He's going to be 6 hours earlier.
Now, if he's going to be in Italy for Pesach, what does he accomplish by selling the hummus for me? So normally, I should tell him that when you come to Italy, go to a rabbi there and sell the hummus. But there's a few problems. There's one is a psychological problem, and one is a technical problem. The psychological problem is, or the technical problem, he's going to Italy. When is he arriving in Italy?
Right.
He's arriving in Italy at a Pesach.
Right.
Where's he going to find a Rav at a Pesach in Italy
before
this man Mechira?
Right.
Right? So it's not going to work. Also, there's people that, they're staying in a hotel. I mean, we're a Rav. I mean, like I had Baal Batim here in Shul. Baal Batim people. But they're not going to come. They used to go to Eretz for Pesach. They're not going to go. They're going to get a Rav and look for a Rav. I mean, you're my rabbi. What are you sending me to another rabbi? I mean. So what I did was, I have a shtar matana, where the person gives me b'matana his chometz, and I make a kinyan with him, and I even give him a dollar also to make the kinyan and to rent the places where the chometz is, and then I included when I put down my name and my address where my chometz is, I put it also. This person. Now people ask me, what happens if people are selling you, if people from California, like I have friends in California, if they sell me their hummus.
Right.
So how's that going to work? Now the problem is, so what's the problem? It's no problem. Why is it no problem? Because when I sell the hummus, let's say at a Pesach in the morning, let's say 10 o'clock I sell the hummus, in California it's 7 o'clock in the morning. And while it's 7 o'clock in the morning, so there's no problem. So it's before it's man yet, right? But the question is, what happens if you went to the store and he bought a box of donuts at a Pesach in the morning? Because he knows that he could eat it till 10 o'clock in the morning. And then
he's going to take it and put it with the other chametz, thinking that it was sold.
It was never sold.
That's the point, because he's going to put it together with the chametz that was sold, but it's
never
not
sold.
Because it's new chametz.
Right. So,
Niet die chametz was met verkauft.
Eet was dan oké goed. Ik geloof nog twee, maar dat geloof met de chametz.
Ze niet dezelfde
chametz. Het is dezelfde chametz, want jij is schon niet zijn.
The same thing.
So what I so to solve that problem, I have an arrangement.
Yeah.
The arrangement is, you may have noticed yesterday I had a call about a Levaya from a young man by the name Yisrael Noach Reichik. He took over the Rabbonis from his father.
Oh, that's Shimon's son?
Shimon's son. Well, I have a shtar between me and him where I sell him the chametz for all the people from the Midwest or the West Coast that sold me the chametz, their chametz, the chametz that they acquired after my zman, so that covers. So now
he sells his own mechira over there.
He does it. Yeah, he said 10 o'clock in California time.
So he sells your chametz. He sells your chametz.
No.
He sells
the chametz of these people that sold me, but they may have acquired additional chametz after this month. Now comes the final question. The final question is that if somebody, let's say, sells me the chometz, right? And he lives in California, and it comes after Pesach. So by if I don't know if you remember or not, but after by the Verbrengen after Pesach, Rabbi Dworkin would read right away. Rabbi Jacobson didn't rush. Rabbi Jacobson sat till the next morning.
Really?
Yeah. And the question now is that if the Rav buys back the chometz in New York,
You're still
so
Chometz.
then in California, it's still Pesach. So now,
No, the sin is going to fade.
so the question is, how could that person can have a problem that I bought for him?
He owns it.
I bought for him chometz in Pesach.
So,
So years ago, I asked Reb Zalman Shimon this question, and I found it also later that something like it in Igros Moshe. Reb Zalman Shimon said to me, "Ich kauf the chometz for sich.
right.
Wenn jener will
Kommen nehmen,
kann er so kommen
That's
nehmen." And Bemele, so the rabbi is not buying, when he sells the chometz,
Sachen Adam
when he sells the
Shalom.
chometz, he sells it for the person.
Right. But it's also,
But I don't buy back for the people. I buy just the guy has the chometz, right? So after Pesach, I can be a customer by the guy to buy from him the chometz. And when the people want to come,
it's Sachen
be
Adam
kind
Shalom von
be
Bekenntnis, da
kind.
reinstuppen bei ihnen und kommen zu geben, zu dein jetzt. Bis
Could a Yid own chometz that's owned by...
Aber
No one's gonna own it.
weil sie liegt noch
I
bei ihm,
own
da
it,
gibt es
so
ja
it's no
Yeah,
problem.
right.
Da gibt's ja noch, da muss jeder
Er
etwas-
nimmt er, wenn er will nehmen, nimmt er.
Okay, so instead of Bedika, we went Mechiras Chometz.
Okay.
Okay.
Sehr gut, sehr gut.
Yeah.